I just got back from Donald Trump's rally at Madison Square Garden. I'm a Jewish New York Republican, and I have seen the mainstream media calling this a Nazi rally. And that couldn't be further from the truth.
This was a hate rally. This was not just a presidential rally. This was also not just a campaign rally.
Yes, before this rally even happened, MSNBC and Hillary Clinton were attributing it to something else. So I'm not surprised to see the kind of video surfacing. AIC went on MSNBC this morning, and the kind of thing she's spewing about this rally is concerning. Yesterday, I reacted on a video where she went on, I don't know if it's Kick with Tim Walz, they had to react to videos pertaining to the joke this comedian made. They went brutal.
I think a lot of people are seeing that rally at Madison Square Garden, seeing all those people. Doesn't mean he's going to win the race, but my point is it's discouraging that so many people would gather and rally to hate speech in America. That it's discouraging and it hurts that people who have family in Puerto Rico, who are Puerto Rican Americans, who are American citizens, are hearing hate like that. It's discouraging, Joe. And I do want to show Michelle Obama and Kalamazoo, but I just think it's important to look at the situation, and it's not just, oh my gosh, about the race. It's, oh my gosh, how did we get here? How did we get here where a stadium of people come to hate? That's a different country, a different time.
You know how you get past that?
How do you get past that?
Work harder, vote,
yes,
and win. That's how you get past it.
Yes, just when I thought I have seen it all, the mainstream media cannot stop. MSNBC is out of control. They are attributing things to this rally like never before. I've not seen this. When I take a look at the videos surfacing, but I was shocked that ABC is praising this rally. Madison Square Garden was packed. Trump has created a movement. There is no doubt. I cannot think of another Republican figure of my lifetime who have come into a Democrat city like New York and put together anything like that. If you see some other crazy mainstream media journalists like on MSNBC struggling to downgrade this, clearly tells you they are panicking, because if this was not significant, you would not see them calling in names.
I've already had a few people tag me in the videos of the comedian today at the Trump rally insulting Puerto Rico, or what they felt like was an insult. As a Puerto Rican American myself, my dad grew up in Puerto Rico. I was not insulted by this in the very least. Number one, this guy is a comedian. Number two, the clip that they don't show you from right before that is him joking with Latino Americans about a bunch of stuff in our culture. And if you know anything about a Latino American or a Hispanic American, we are our worst critics. We harass and make fun of each other. Or if you gave two shits about Puerto Rico or learned anything that's going on there, you would know that this guy's not talking about Puerto Rican people. He's talking about the island of Puerto Rico, which has a massive pollution problem. Tons of trash washes up on this beach every single day, and it looks like a landfill. And there's been a huge problem there since the last hurricane. You know, the one that wiped out people's houses that they did nothing to help with? What a cheap shot they're trying to make while Kamala Harris is at a African-American church in Pennsylvania with a whole new accent she picked up today. But guys, it's not working. It's just not working. Don't come after us Latino Americans, and definitely don't come after us Puerto Rican Americans, because we ain't here for your guys' bullshit. New York City is turning red. Trump will be the next president of the United States, and you guys are going to have to learn how to live with it. And if under some miracle, even though he's winning in every single swing state, he isn't, we're going to stay here and we're going to fight for the next 4 years to get our country back, no matter what happens, because God only knows we'll be in the middle of World War III by then.
And I've got to say, as a Puerto Rican, there's a lot of Twitter's trending about Puerto Ricans because of this joke that was made here. If they think, the Democratic Party thinks we as Puerto Ricans are so stupid that we're not going to vote for Donald Trump because of a silly joke from a comedian. It's ridiculous. AOC, Bad Bunny, Kamala Harris just put out a video talking about how Puerto Ricans need to vote against this type of rhetoric. It was a joke. Puerto Ricans have to unite, and we have to vote for Donald Trump because we know that inflation will go down, interest rates will go down. You talk about the border security. We need to get back to common sense. And Puerto Ricans, let me tell you, my mom's a Puerto Rican. If she ever found out that they were trying to change my pronouns in school, my mom, a retired NYPD detective, would have been in that school and she would have been ready to bust a couple doors down and some skulls because she's not playing this game. And she's a Puerto Rican and she already voted for Donald Trump. My grandfather, 93 years old, voted the first time for Eisenhower, Puerto Rican, voting for Donald Trump again. So this crazy nonsense, we're smarter than that. Kamala Harris, stop weaponizing rhetoric.
At the end of the day, you realize these people don't even care. Sometimes when a comedian is coming to your event, expect anything. It must not be funny. I've seen real jokes that really could trigger people, but at the end of the day, you end up not doing so. So when I see the mainstream media ignoring everything that was said on that rally, focusing on a joke, it is everywhere. They cannot say something contrary. It's crazy. They should look at the good side also. Oh, like we saw with ABC, appreciating what they saw, not only to focus on, oh, one comedian said like this, that's insane. Why can't they talk of the good things that happened during this rally? Why must they only focus on the negative part of it?
You are watching a rally from Madison Square Garden with former President Donald Trump.
I see Vice President Harris going out there and making all of these very dark accusations against President Trump and failing to communicate what she is actually going to do for the American people. She says that, she always wants to make it about she's not Donald Trump, but she can't tell the American people what she's actually going to do for them. And then on the contrast, you have President Trump, whose closing argument is Kamala broke it and he will fix it. And that is something that resonates with the American people. When the vast majority of the American people don't believe that we're moving in the right direction.
That could have been the focus. Pass your message. This same thing happened in 2016. The media giving Trump some kind of coverage, and they saw the end result. This lady on CNN is trying to educate this lady. The kind of thing she did cut off Trump, like Trump is spewing out lies so they cannot continue to cover the whole event. When I watched that, I had to laugh all through, but I was impressed with what she said.
There's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay. All right. Okay. We're getting there. No.
Who is that jackwad? Who is that guy?
Actually, I think that's Tony Hinchcliffe, which is super disappointing. I mean, I don't, he's a comedian.
This was a hate rally.
Mm-hmm.
This was not just a presidential rally. This was also not just a campaign rally. I think it's very important for people to understand that these are mini January 6th rallies. These are mini Stop the Steal rallies. These are rallies to prime an electorate into rejecting the if it doesn't go the way that they want. Because Donald Trump and that entire cadre of people up on that stage, Stephen Miller, etc., do not respect the law of the United States of America. And they either want to win this election or they are using rhetoric of taking it by force.
Where are they using force? These people are just preparing their minds for something worse. If at the end of the day, it happens that it doesn't go their way, these are the kind of talking points they'll be spewing out. Insane. AIC is known for this, so I'm not surprised when I see her talk this way.
I don't know about you guys, but I think that Travis Kelce might be the next O.J. Simpson. Feels good in here. The other side's got a lot of crazy endorsements. Swift, Eminem, Leo DiCaprio, Beyonce. Every day the Democratic Party looks more and more like a P. Diddy party.
I can sum it all that this thing is one of the reasons Democrats are freaking out. This joke like this, forget about what they said about Puerto Rico. This joke is why they are freaking out. Please share the video and subscribe if this is your first time coming. If you love what I'm doing here, God bless you.
Makes me soaking angry. That we're here talking about a piece of shit like Donald Trump.
If this was coming out of Trump's mouth, it would have been different.
Well, let me tell you something, Trump Maniac.
Aggressively anti-common sense.
Right.
That takes place on the left.
Right. So
that's why they keep running that ad.
Fascist, his friends are all dictators.
I don't care about that at all. Not at all.
Because?
January 6th was not good.
Wait, why don't you care about that at all?
Because they've been saying that about Trump for years. They've been saying that about Republican candidates for years. It has like a long storied history. If you are at all...
Fight for your country.
You're calling yourself...
Well, this is a problem.
Holmes Enterprise.
If you are over 18, please register to vote for something else.
Are now stepping forward. Seen before.
I don't care if they write that.
This is happening.
She's very close to Trump. She's 30.
A financial Republican.
Tim Walz.
Look at what Democrats are experiencing.
And sometimes there's a trend line that I never noticed before and make me go, whoa.
You know, Whoopi, you always say you don't believe in polls.
Throw a birthday party for Diddy.
Hey, you're calling yourself...
Well, this is a problem.
If you are over 18, please register to vote for